to ask you about it, but right now I'm in the middle school. There you go. So now you can go with this. Yeah, exactly. I get it.
Hello, folks, and welcome to tonight's game from the Bulls Athletic Center. Here from the Bulls School in Potomac, Maryland, as the hometown Bulldogs take on the visiting Landon Bears of Bethesda. This is a classic David versus Goliath showdown. Landon, a team with some good years in the past, including an IAC championship in the 2009-2010 season, but have since seen lean times, is taking on a Bullis team that is one of the top teams in the IAC. Well, Coach Perkins has had to lead a rebuilding effort in Landon, as they currently have a 6-8 record. Although they did win their last game, I think that Bullis will take perfect control of that. Darth, what do you have to say? Well, I'm Ilya Zutomirski, and lacking a proper color man, I've been forced to call on some friends from outer space, including a certain Darth Vader. Well, Darth, what do you have to say about the teams? I think the force is strong with Bullis. Landon does not have the necessary firepower to compete with such a stacked team. And indeed, this gym is a madhouse. This gym is a madhouse and a veritable hub of noise, as many Landon fans fill the student section, along with Bullis fans in their section. So the crowd should be a factor in tonight's contest. Well, as for the Landon supporters, I find their faith comforting. We'll see which team can pull out the advantage tonight. Thanks, George, for those insights. We'll detail some of the impact players for Bullis. Those include Vador Morse, the team's top point getter. He averages 20.8 points per game, and he continued his high-scoring ways the last time that the Bullis boys had a home game against Episcopal in what was a finish that was down to the wire. And this Bulls team has not been slouches away from home either. Losing to Georgetown Prep in a road contest on Tuesday, but still, they had a solid win streak prior to that point. We'll see if some home cooking can help get them back in sync. And in 2 minutes, we'll get ready for the starting lineup for the national anthem and tip-off right after these messages on the Bulls Sports Network. Don't go anywhere, folks. So the middle left, both teams have returned to the... Landon has come to the return to their bench. Bulls will soon be at their bench. as the team's getting pumped up for the last time before the game. Landon supporters leading their own chant, but the student section and the boys section on the other side of this arena is packed. It's standing room capacity only. And I wouldn't be surprised to see more fans coming in later as this game continues, because Bulls versus Landon is a very big rivalry game in the IAC. So I think Landon will be very motivated to get a win tonight. Still, both will look the best to get their win. Okay, now here we'll see the starting lineups for the visiting team, the Landon Bears. Kenyon Reynolds, one of the starters at guard. Julian Rosilier is the other forward. Justin Patterson's another forward. Donnell Fryer is the other guard. It's classic point guard, shooting guard. And Antonio Cockrell, the other guard. So, Landon going with a 3-guard, 2-forward attack. As for Bullock. And CJ Anselm, a starter for this game. He's not normally in the starting lineup, but Coach Charlie making a few changes. And Vado Morse, the leading scorer for this Bulls team, also getting the start. Jake Ward getting the start as well. We haven't seen very much of him. Lincoln Yider, a pretty dangerous shooter. And Kyrie Walker coming out as Bulls apparently going with a size lineup. Although they're having two speedsters in Morse and Ward. Well, we'll be playing the national anthem soon, so we'll be back for basketball. Don't go anywhere. This national anthem is now over. Landon fans are very pumped up to anticipate the action at the start of this basketball game. And the Bulls fans are also going crazy. Well, Josh, any final thoughts?
No, sir.
Thanks, Ilya, but the game will remain. We will see what this game will bring to us. All right, Darth. And with these thoughts, both teams getting set for the opening tip-off. Starters take the court. The umpires repairing to each sideline. The referee getting set to toss the ball up. And both teams entering the court. For the first half, Bullis attacking left to right, Landon attacking right to left. The Bullis and Landon cheering sections trying to out-chant each other. You can see the atmosphere. The referee indicates the direction. You can't even hear him. And now the ball is tossed up, won by Bullis. This is Walker fighting his man in Anselm. Anselm is Jake Wood. Ball put back for the usage of Vado Morse, who crosses the B. Passes to his man, that's Ward. Ward being guarded by his opposite number. Yeah, that's Yider, excuse me, into Anselm. Anselm to the corner. A three by Ward. Good, he scores! First points of the game for Bullis as they lead by 3. 7 minutes, 33 seconds. This is Freya. He misses. Rebound recovered. This is Anselm. This is Yider. Yider against two Bears. It's tipped away. Morse recovers though. Morse with the ball. Goes up with the left and he is fouled. And that is the first foul of the game. Lausilio being called for the foul. The Bulls fans loud in their chants if you can't do that with 7:18 to go. As Morse will be getting 2 free throws as he was fouled on the shot. He makes it. 1 point for Morse. And the second free throw by Morse is good as well. Bulls now by 5, 7:18 to go. Pass is complete inbounds. This is Kanan Reynolds. Reynolds being guarded by Ward. Ward makes a pass over to Lausilio. He receives the return pass. It's Reynolds and a long shot missed. Frayer can't hit it. This is Yider with a spin. He falls down. Travel not called. Tyree Walker for 3 off the front rim. And the rebound, Yider will put in for 2. Bulls now leads by 7, 6:45 to go. This is Kanan Reynolds. The Bulls fans chanting defense, and Reynolds misses the three-pointer. Lausilio shoots it, tipped out of bounds. Landon keeps possession with 6:36 to go, up by 7.
Well, Ilya, I can say the force is very strong with Bullis, as their shots are all going in, and they're playing very aggressive defense to deny Landon any quality chances. Thank you, Doris. And this is Cockrell with the ball. Cockrell, near the top of the key, now goes inside against Anselm, tries to pass, it's tipped away. Ward makes the steal. 6 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Pass, this is tipped by a man, and Frayer, but it's stolen again. Tipped by Walker. Pass, shot, score from the left-hand side, and Yider gets another 2 points. That's 4 for him. And a timeout is called as Bullis leads by 9 with 6 minutes, 8 seconds to go. It's a 30-second timeout, so just a quick breather. We'll be back right after these messages on the Bulls Sports Network. And Morse will now check into the game to replace Phelps Smith, and we are now underway. Pats goes across the court. Fryer finding Cockrell. Cockrell being immediately challenged by Yider. The screen is set. Pass complete to the left-hand side. This is Fryer. To the outside, a long two-point bid. No good. Lausilio couldn't hit the shot. This is Walker, leaves the ball back for Morse. Morse, the alley-oop attempt. Yider, it's tipped. Ward into Walker. The free throw line jumper is good. 11 unanswered for Bullis. Ball being brought now across the B. This is Cockrell. Cockrell being challenged very closely by Yider. It's tipped out of bounds. Ball stays with Landon, and we will see a substitute into the game now, Dane Camphausen. It is surprising that Landon has not yet scored a point all quarter long, but not if you consider the Bulls defense. Prayer now has the ball. The new sub Camphouse trying to set a screen. Shot misses, and the air ball is rebounded by Ward. Ward to the pass for Yider. Yider on the edge of the three-point line, back to Ward. Ward a pass to the corner for Walker. Walker goes up, and he is fouled. And the foul will now be called against Justin Patterson. Number 23, he has his first foul. That shot is missed. Patterson picks up the rebounds, and now the Landon fans respond with air ball chants. Reynolds moves across the B. A long shot by Patterson. No good. It's tipped away. Morris goes up, shoots and scores. 2 more points. And Bulls now by 13 with 4:45. And a long three-point shot is no good off the front rim. Yider picks it up, 4:35 to go. Bulls by 13. And no steal. What a spin move and a score by Walker! And it looks like this game's coming out of control for Landon. And we'll take a break here as Landon calls a 60-second timeout. Bulls leads 15-0 at 4:28 on the Bulls Sports Network, brought to you by theCUBE. Well, John, here's the first horn. What do you have to say?
Well, this is clearly not Landon's game. They can't pass, they can't shoot with any consistency. They can't get by that suffocating Bulls defense. We've seen many steals, some by Walker, some by Ward, and Bulls also has a decisive advantage on the rebounds.
Well, thanks, Josh. And back to the action. Ball's being brought across by Reynolds. Reynolds pass complete to Camphausen. Reynolds receives the ball back. Inside. Prayer has it. Pass outside. This is Quinn Boyd. Boyd receives a screen, moves to his right now. 9 on the shot clock. Pass goes to Camphausen. 5 on the shot clock. 4 minutes, 2 seconds. It's a steal. Taken back the other way. Walker goes up. A foul is called. And there's no way foul could be on anyone other than Reynolds, because he was not in legal guarding position. He was with his back. With 3:58, Bulls lead 15-0. Pass complete. Anselm finds Ward. Pass goes to Yider. Yider backing up. A long pass into Anselm. Anselm now challenging Camphausen. Anselm the long three off the rim and out. Taken away. Cass Harley, the substitute, finding a man in Prayer. Receives the return pass out from the post. Kanan Reynolds moves to his left. Guarded closely by Walker. Pass goes out. Side, and it's blocked by Anselm. A foul is called, though, as Harley tried to go up for the shot. From my angle, it looks like Anselm hit the ball, but the ref must have seen hand being hit, so a chance for 2 shots for Harley and some points. And the first shot by Harley goes in. It's the first point all game for Landon. What a big break they've caught. I certainly did not expect to start like this, with a substitute scoring on a free throw as the first point, and Harley scores 2. And now, with 3:27 left, finally on the board. This is Yider. Yider tosses a long pass in for Walker. Walker
catches it, goes to the basket, leaves it for Anselm. He goes up, he misses, tipped. Anselm recovers the rebound. Pass inside for Yider. Yider goes up, shoots, and scores. Those 2 points by Landon immediately answered. And Yider now leads the teams at 6. And the ball went out in the possession of Landon. Patterson finding a man. DJ Armstrong finds a man. He has Kyrie Walker moving across the B. And a blocking foul called against Landon. That was Dejon Ford there, but it looks way more like a charge against the Bulls player. And that was a surprising call because it looked like Ford was in a legal guarding position and the Bulls player crashed into him, but still, it's the ref's call to make, not mine. So, Bulls will still have possession as Walker shoots and he rolls off the rim. Rebound recovered by Landon. That was Harley finding a man. As Ford, he shoots and misses off the rim. Rebound recovered though by number 1. That's Rafi Baumgartner checking into the game. To Morse, a lob for Walker. He catches it. And a surprising offensive foul call against Walker. I didn't understand what he did. Well, 2-1. Landon gets the ball. And it's up to the second of the game. That is Phil Smith. To replace Walker. 2:21. We are back underway. This is Dejon Ford. Ford moving across the B logo. Ford pass to no one. But he gets it on the way out. So Landon keeps the ball. 21 on the shot clock. I suspect that foul call was a makeup call for the miss they made earlier. These refs continue to be incompetent. I will have to force choke them personally. And the long free is good. John gets 3 more for Landon, and it's a 20-point game. Morse, a long pass to the corner for Smith. He goes up, he shoots, he scores. 19-5, Bulls have the lead. And Frayer leaves the ball behind for Larzillier. Larzillier missed it. Rebound recovered. This is Thomas Baltimore. Baltimore, Yider, out to Baumgartner. Misses the shot, but still going towards Bullis. Well, Baltimore thought a foul should have been called. Still the ball went out of bounds to Bullis. Bottom will be throwing in with 1:31 to go. And now a substitute will check in for Bullis. That's Antonio Cockrell. As Boyd comes out. Morse for 3. Off the back rim. Rebound recovered. This is Frayer. Frayer across the timeline. Has a man. This is Larzillier. Free throw jumper. No good. Backboard and rim. Baltimore with the rebound. Baumgartner has it. 1 minute, 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Pass to the corner. Complete. This is Yider for Smith. And the easy 2-ball misses, but a foul called. I thought it might have been... Yes, it's Baltimore. He did displace the Landon player from behind, and so he gets called for the foul. And now the ball brought into play, under a minute to go. Cockrell makes a pass out for Frayer. He has 3 points. Frayer moving to his right. Frayer pass inside. And a foul being called, and Philip Smith is clearly surprised. And I'm surprised that it's not a shooting foul because he had continuous motion. Still 48 seconds to go. Pass is complete. Larzillier finds a man in Frayer. He gives the ball up to Cockrell. Cockrell now trying to drive against Yider. 20 on the shot clock. A 17-second differential. And a shot. Missed. Rebound. Larzillier goes up. He is fouled. And that foul is now against Baumgartner. And finally, Bullis gets shots. Larzilio has a chance to put 2 on the board and decrease the lead. He gets 1 with 31.7 seconds as Kyrie Walker's back into the game. And now Larzilio will get the second of 2 as it's 19-6 in Bullis' favor. He misses the second. Baltimore picks up the rebound. Baltimore trying to get past his opposite number, Cockrell. And what is Cockrell doing? It looks a lot like flopping. Yider pass tipped off a Landon player out of bounds. It's 23.9 seconds. A 0.9 second differential between shot clock and game clock. Bullis needs to cross the division line in 3 seconds. Ball to Morse, 21-20. Now he goes across the B. He's being guarded pretty closely. However, no 5-second count. Morse dribbles. Now he's not closely guarded, 7 seconds. Morse shoots. Missed rebound, tipped up in the air. Bullis has the rebound. He goes up for the shot. Walker does. He misses. And with no time remaining in the first quarter, Bullis finishes up with a 19-6 lead over Landon. Well, Josh, what are some of your thoughts in terms of the way things were this quarter?
Well, I could see that Landon was overmatched. There were only 3 players who scored. One of them was a substitute on free throws. And if that's the way they have to open the game, they won't do much. Whereas Bullis had a lot more balanced scoring. They had Jake Ward with the opening 3, Yider with 6 points, Morse and Walker each with 4, and Smith with 2. And Bullis does have more fouls than Landon, but still, the overall gameplay has been superior. Their defense has they have forced arrows out of Landon, and they've converted those arrows into points. It's a big reason why you see them with a 13-point lead. Expect it to grow at the end of the half, by the end of the half. Okay, thanks, Darth. And we're getting ready for the start of the second quarter here in Bullis. Here at the Bullis School in Potomac, Maryland, as they take on their IAC rival Landon. Both stands are filled, but this game looks ugly as we are set to start. Landon has the opening possession since Bullis won the tip-off. This is Tajon Ford. Tajon Ford faces off against Yider. Moves the ball back towards Reynolds. Kanan Reynolds moves to his left. Leaves a pass back for Ford. In for Larzilio. This is a long 3. He's fouled and he makes the shot. That was Antonio Cockrell getting fouled. And that's the second foul against Baltimore. Not a very wise foul, because should Cockrell make the free throw, it will be a 9-point game. 19-10 in favor of Bullis. And now it's 19-9, and Cockrell makes it. And he's on the board with a bang. Pass is complete from Morse to Yider. Back to Morse. Morse, a long pass. Baumgartner for 3. Off the rim. Rebound tipped. And a foul called against Landon. There's no control on a rebound, so it'll be 1-1. This is the first foul against Amsterdam. And now it looks like the fouls will give Landon a chance to get back into this game. Still, we'll see if Justin Patterson can make his shots, as he will miss the first shot. Rebound recovered by Walker. For Yider. Bullis is trying to calm the game down now. 7 minutes, 22 seconds, pass across to Baumgartner. Back for Yider, now he crosses the timeline. Long pass to the corner for Morse. Morse now moves, shoots, misses on the air ball. This is Kanan Reynolds. Yet without a point, pass to the wing. A shot for 3, bang! And Tajon Ford on the score sheet as Landon with 2 threes and a free throw. Back to 19-6. 19-13, it's a 6-point game. Morse dribbling through a maze of players. Morse goes up, he shoots, he scores, it rolls in. 6:47 to go, 21-13. Points for Morse.
Bullis by 8. This is Cockrell. Cockrell dribbling to his left of the screen. A long three. No good off the rim. Ball tied up on the ground. And a foul is called. And the foul is now called against Bullis. It's the second one against Geider. Not good for your starters to be in the potential of foul trouble early in the game. Still, Patterson will get the chance to redeem for his missed shot as he makes one. For his first point of the game, 21-14. It's a 7-point game for Bullis as Cockrell checks out to be replaced by Frere. And Kanan Reynolds now reports to the blocks. And shot by Patterson, rolls in. He gets the friendly roll, hits 2 of 3 free throws, and it's now a 6-point game with 6:30 to go. 21-15 Bullis. Colin Lewis checked into the game meanwhile. Amsterdam has the ball. Amsterdam moves it for Baumgartner. Baumgartner at the B. Waits for a man to get open. Still no luck. 13 on the shot clock. And a foul is called, although Bullis Landon wants to travel. It's a blocking foul that will be called against Landon. Number 5 guilty of the foul. No, it's a foul against Lewis. And now with 9 fouls, 1 more leads to the double bonus. That's a team control foul, so no bonus free throws will be shot. Pass to the corner. Long three. Bang, it's in. 21-18, it's now a 3-point game. As Frere has 6 points on 2 shots. Under 6 minutes to go. Bullis by 3. Landon is right back in this game. Walker, a move and a score. He puts in 2 more. Now 6 points for him. Landon now going the other way. This is Frere. Donnell Frere gets the screen. Pass inside. Patterson up. He misses, but a foul. It's a 5-point game, but still this is Baumgartner guilty of the foul. It's his second foul. It's the 10th. And any fouls from now will be 2 shots automatically by Landon, unless Bullis commits a player control foul. And Patterson hits the first free throw now. 23-19, a 4-point game. And this is Philip Smith checking into the game. As Baumgartner comes out. I don't think Coach Kelly wanted to risk him getting any more fouls with 5:34 in the game. And now Patterson will hit again. He has 4 points, all of them on free throws. As the pass is completed to Lewis. Now a 3-point game with 5:30 to go, 23-20. Lewis now dribbles, gets the ball across the B. Now he's guarded closely. The ball off to Morse, into Lewis, underneath for Amsterdam. Amsterdam misses, rebound, recovered by Walker. He will score 2 more points, 25-20. He has 8 points on the game, most of any player. Pass completed by Cockrell. Long three, no good. And a foul will be called. And that foul is now against Landon. And it will now be 1-1. No, it's player control foul. Ball inbounded to Morse. With 5 minutes to go, 5-point lead now. Pass completed to Walker. Walker has it. 20 on the shot clock, 4:55 in the half. And Walker goes up and in. But a travel called. I don't know why the ref made a fist signal, because fist denotes a foul. Open hand denotes a violation. Still we are underway. Quinn Boyd checks back into the game. This is Frere, who has 6 points. He's a big reason why Landon is in this game. And forward, a long 2, makes it. He now has 8. He's the leading scorer for his team. And it's now a 3-point game again. This is Lewis. Colin Lewis goes up and shoots. A foul is called. Let's see who it is against. And that foul now is against La Rosiliere. So Lewis has a chance to put 2 on the board. And now, Colin Lewis takes his first shot, and he sinks it. This has his name on the score sheet. 1 point with 4:32 to go. It's a 4-point game. Bullis 26, Landon 22. This game is now very much contested. And Lewis misses the second off the front rim. Rebound now recovered by Frayer. Frayer moves across the timeline. Frayer has it. Tries for a pass. He has Boyd. Quinn Boyd trying to move. Pass inside. It's completed. Into Camphausen. Into Tejon Ford. Tejon. Fake up and under move. 10 seconds on the shot clock. A long shot by Frayer. He misses the shot. Rebound recovered by Camphausen. But ball on the floor and recovered by Smith. Smith with a steal. Makes the pass ahead for Walker. Walker cutting to the basket. Retreats. A long three. Off the rim. Camphausen recovers. And it's now Landon going the other way. Frayer. As they go left to right. And Frayer turns it over out of bounds. He tried the behind the back dribble, but a bad break for Landon as Bullis gets the ball back. Still a good break for Bullis. Pass is completed. Lewis finds Morse. Morse. Staple guns his man to the floor to Ford. The pass is tipped. Landon now going the other way. And a shot missed. Rebound recovered. And now this is Walker. Walker moves across the B logo. Hands it off for Morse. Morse receives the pass. That's Anselm. Sets the screen. Morse cuts. Shoots. Off the window. Misses. Anselm with a dunk attempt. No good. Still Morse recovers. Shoots the three. Off the rim. No good. And a foul is called as Anselm pushed the Landon player out of bounds. Good call there by the officials. It's a 4-point game. It's the second foul now for C.J. Anselm with 3:12 to go. Bullis up by 4, 26-22. And the shot is good. Frayer makes it 9 points. If he makes one more, it's 10. As Bullis now leads by 3. 2 threes and a 2, 1 free throw. Let's see if he can make it 2 free throws right here. With 3:12 to go, he hits both. He has 10 points on the game. Pass is completed. That's Ward finding Lewis. 3 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Lewis tries to elude his man. He does. Pass a long 2 by Smith is good off the assist by Lewis. Landon now advancing the ball. This is Frayer. Donnell Frayer. Passes to the right. Hit Harley. Pass goes back now for Reynolds after going through the hands of Cockrell now. 2:40 now. Reynolds up. The floater no good. Rebound tip. Bullis goes the other way. This is Walker. He makes that dunk. 30-24 for Bullis. And now he has 10 points too. This is Cockrell. Cockrell moves across the B with 2:19 to go. Pass is completed into Harley. Harley for Camphausen. For Cockrell. He finds a man. A shot and a score. That is Frayer with 12 points. He's a pace setter for this game. Can Battle Morse keep pace? Morse goes up. He shoots. Missed. Rebound. Walker. Tip. Missed. Recovered by Smith. Phelps Smith tries to get us away. Pass to the corner. Back for Ward. For Lewis. For 3. Off the front rim. No good. It's a 4-point game. This is Reynolds advancing. Blocked. What a rejection by Walker. We now go the other way. This is Morse coming up. He's fouled. The shot misses. But Morse is brought down by a Landon player. And that is Donnell Frayer guilty of the foul. And a substitute now set to check into the game. That is Rosilier. Landon has made this close with 1:40 to go, 30-26. Well, that is the Bullis fouls that helped them, but a foul might help increase this gulf. Well, thanks, Don. Morse picks up another. It's the 7th point of the game. Bullis now by 5, 31-26. Well, if Morse makes this one, it's a 6-point game. And it'll be up to Bullis' defense. to get the rest. Misses. And with 1:38, another stoppage. A foul now. It's a holding foul against Ward. 31-26. So far it has been Bullis' fouls that have kept Landon in the game. We'll see if Chaz Harley can convert these shots. 1:38, Harley makes the shot. He picks up 3 points. 31-27 now. Can he make the second free throw? He can. 4 points for him, 28 for his team. And both now lead by only 3 with 1:37 to go. And now Landon has the ball. Reynolds, a lob pass is complete for the throw-in to Cockrell. Cockrell moves across for Frere. Frere being closely guarded by Lewis. Tries to cut to his left. Leaves the pass off for Ford. And a score! Tajon Ford ties the game. Pass is complete now. This is Morse. Pass off the hands of Smith. Landon now with a great chance to take the lead. This is Cockrell. Leaves it back for Reynolds. Reynolds for Ford. Back for Reynolds, 1:08. Game tied at 31. Just over a minute. This is Reynolds. Passes. Complete to Ford. A long pass. Lob. Shot. Score rolls in. And Frere makes it 15. And gives Landon the lead. 31, 45 seconds to go. This is Bardo Morse. Morse looking to get the screen. He does from Walker. He goes up for the shot. He scores and the foul. The three-point play will tie the game. And Landon clearly unhappy. And should Coach Perkins lose his temper, he'll be called for a technical foul. And that's the second foul of the game against Tajon Ford. Who, along with Frere, is the key reason why Landon has the lead. And Morse hits his free throw now. He has 9, and it's a tie game. 30 seconds to go. A 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. This is Frere leading the game so far with 15 points. The most of any individual player. He's trying to work as much of the shot clock as he can. With the game tied, he receives the screen. Now moves to his left. Sets the pass back. Reynolds, he shoots and scores. Landon gets the lead. And Reynolds' first 2 points are critical. 3 seconds to go. Bardo Morse at the ball, rolls it out of bounds. No time remains. And Landon fans have something to cheer about as they end the half up 36-34. Well, that was a very big scoring explosion, Ilya. 30 points in 1 quarter. That is improbable. But it was aided by some timely adjustments from Coach Perkins and also by some sloppy defense from Bullis with respect to the fouls. Well, Coach Kelly will have to have his team tighten their defensive coverage and go so that they can go back to what has worked in the first quarter. Well, thanks for the insights, George. We'll be back for the halftime show and for the second half of basketball following these messages on the Bulls Sports Network. I'm Ilya Tomirsky. And don't go anywhere, folks. Well, hello, folks, and welcome back to the Bulls Halftime Show, brought to you by the Cube. Sponsors of school live streaming and athletics videos, and official live streaming provider of the Bulls Bulldog Nation. Me and Darth Vader are back for halftime, discussing some of the trends, talk, and stats of the game that has just taken place. Well, Darth, what was the biggest reason you think for this Bulls turnaround, for this Landon turnaround here in the second half? Excuse me.
Well, Ilya, they were hitting their shots. You can definitely see Tajon Ford, 2 3-point shots. Frere, 4 threes. Cockrell, 1. And they were also hitting their free throws. Harley, all his points were from free throws. Patterson, 4 points, all from free throws as well. Cockrell hit a free throw to make a 4-point play. And Frere hit a few as well. Well, Bullis has also 2 formidable scorers in Kyrie Walker with 10 points, Vado Morse with 9, but Yaida with 6, but they have to warm them up. They have to give them space. They have to not commit as many errors because their fouls and turnovers and other mental errors have helped put Landon back into this game and helped them and helped Landon get an unprecedented 30-point quarter. We'll see what sort of effort Landon puts and Bullis put forth in the second half of play. Well, thanks, Darth. The rebounding statistics did seem to favor Bullis in the first quarter, but then Landon started turning the hustle stats their way. They had at least 4 steals in the final 2 minutes, which helped them first chip into this gigantic lead and then of 13, and then make a lead of their own. And Landon will be getting the possession arrow to start the second half, so Bulls will have to make a stop before they have a chance to score some points and maybe get a lead of their own. So Coach Kelly will definitely be talking about not making turnovers, not making mental mistakes, playing good on-ball defense, forcing the 5-second counts, forcing the bad passes, because that is what Bullis needs to do to be successful. As for Coach Perkins of Landon, he'd be telling his team to keep up the effort that they showed in the second quarter, because that turned the game around. They were able to take the ball away, force the other team to commit turnovers, move around, get themselves space on shots, and they were able to get their shooters open with time and space. And if you have that, you're going to capitalize. And now, Darth, we see the Bulldogs back on the floor. What do you think the Bulls will need to change to be successful? I think put in the bench, because they've contributed. Smith has 4 points. Con Lewis has 1 point, but also an assist. And some of the normal starters have not been contributing. Look for Bulls to try to set up Baumgartner more, get him some assists, maybe get him in open spots, and that way, if Bullis can get the inside and outside game working, they'll take the lead in this game. And thanks, Darth. We'll be back after these messages in a few minutes for the start of the second half. I'm Ilya Zhytomyrsky on the Bulls Sports Network, brought to you by the Cube. Stay tuned.
Okay, now here's the 1 minute. The officials are now back on the floor. The teams are reviewing their final instructions from the coaches, and we'll get set for Bullis basketball right here on the cube. And now, Bullis will be going right to left. Landon will be going left to right to start the third quarter in the second half, as Landon will receive the first possession. No, and Bullis will receive the first possession because Landon had the arrow to start the second quarter. Now Bullis has it. And the Landon supporters making some noise as we'll get set to get underway. For Bullis we have Morse, Baumgartner, Yiter, Baltimore, and Walker. Opposing them for Landon are Fraser, Cockrell, Reynolds, Patterson. And we are now underway. Pass is complete. Ball goes inside from Baumgartner to Walker. The three for Baltimore, no good. Baumgartner with the rebound. Baumgartner passes off the leg of a Landon player. And it's saved by Landon. Lauzilia finds a man in Cockrell. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds tries to move away, narrowly avoids the travel as he exchanges with Frayer. Reynolds being guarded by Baumgartner near the beat. 15 on the shot clock. Pass goes to the wing. This is Frayer. Leaves the ball back behind for Reynolds. 7 on the shot clock for Cockrell. He goes up, he shoots. He's contested by Yiter and misses. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Bullis ball. And it looked like it may have hit a Bullis player out, but the ball's awarded to Bullis nonetheless. Pass is completed. Morse, a long bomb. Yiter for 2. Off the rim, rebound. Bullis has it. Walker goes up and puts it in. And now Walker is 12. This game is tied with 7:03 to go. Kane and Reynolds. Pass to Cockrell for Reynolds for 3. Bang! He scores! His basket gave Landon the lead. Now it gives Landon the lead again. 39-36. Yiter for 3. We are tied. 39-39. 9 points for Lincoln Yiter. Landon now brings the ball across the B with 6:34 to go. We are tied at 39. Pass complete to Cockrell. As he receives the screen. Pass to Patterson inside. Lauzilia misses. Rebound tipped away by Baltimore. Recovered by Yiter. And Bullis has possession. Morse, a lob. For Baumgartner, tipped away. Not out of bounds. It's somehow saved. This is Reynolds. Shooting the 3 ball missing. Rebound now recovered by Morse. Morse across the B. Morse goes up and scores. The lead finally back to Bullis as Morse scores his 11th, 41-39. That's Frayer passing inside for Cockrell along the wing. A foul is committed by Morse. It's a blocking foul, first of the half for Bullis. And a good chance for Landon to cut into this lead or maybe take one of their own. Kane and Reynolds has 5 points. Looks for the inbound pass. He has a man in Lauzilia. Lauzilia exchanges. Now he puts the ball on the floor, but a block by Baltimore. It's now his 3rd foul. He has no points, though. Pass complete from Reynolds. And the shot is scored by Frayer. We are tied. 17 points for him. He's the reason why Landon is in this game. This is now tied. Morse across the B as the Bulls fans try to encourage him. Ball tipped away. This is Frayer taken down the left-hand side. He will score as it rolls in. 43-41 Landon. 5 minutes, 25 seconds. Walker has the ball. Pass completed now. This is Morse. He's not keeping pace with Frayer. This is Yiter finding Baumgartner. 5 minutes, 7 seconds to go. This is Baltimore pass. Baumgartner shoots, misses off the rim. Lauzilio recovers the rebound. This is Kanan Reynolds. Reynolds goes across the B. A pass over to the right for Cockrell. Cockrell, pass, shot, off the rim. It's missed. Patterson tips it out of bounds. Recovered. Lauzilio, and it's stolen away by Morse. 4 minutes 45 to go. Bulls down by 2. Bulls needs to employ a lot more movement if they're going to get open. Ball now exchanged with Baumgartner. Shot from the corner. Missed in and out. Lauzilio has another rebound. It's his 5th or 6th of the game right now. Cockrell goes up. He shoots and misses, but a foul. And it's the 3rd foul of the game against Yider. Antonio Cockrell with a chance to extend this lead for Landon. 4:28 to go. 43-41 they lead, and now it's 44 as he makes the free throw. And he shoots and makes it again. 6 points for him. Landon by 4. Pass is completed from Baumgartner to Yider. Ball now moved across the B. Yider looks for Morse. He hasn't. Morse goes up a long 2. Shoots in and out. Lauzilio has another rebound. I wouldn't be surprised if he reaches double digits soon. Cockrell. Pass goes in for Patterson. For Cockrell. Lauzilio. And now it's Freyer to Reynolds. Kanan Reynolds. A few moves. Pass for Lauzilio. He shoots. He scores off the window. He now has 3 points. Long pass, shot, Yider, rebound, missed. Yider gets it back. Pass for Baltimore. Baltimore across for Baumgartner. He had a chance to shoot, did not take it. Pass inside, this is stolen away. It's going the other way. This is Cockrell for Kanan Reynolds for 3 off the back rim. Rebound now recovered. Baumgartner, long pass for Yider. Yider goes up for the layup. He will get it. And now a timeout. And it's now a 4-point game, 47-43. And now the Landon fans taunting by chanting "talk it over." And that's exactly what Coach Bruce Kelly and Bulls will do, is we will step away for a moment. You're watching Bulls basketball on the Bulls Sports Network, brought to you by the Cube. It will now be Landon's ball with 3:24 remaining as they lead Bullis 47-43 with 3:24 left in the 3rd quarter. And it will now be Donnell Freyer with 19 points. Inbounds the ball to Tejon Ford, who has 6. Ford crosses the line. He's not guarded by anyone yet. 22 seconds. He looks for an option. He has no one yet. This is Yider. Passes across to Lauzilio. The long 2 is good. 49-43. He's heating up. He now has 5 points. I don't know why Bulls is going slow. They probably need to pick up the speed and urgency because they're down by 6. There's about almost no shot is called. And a foul is now called. And that's Tejon Ford guilty of his 3rd. 2 more and he will be out of this game for good. This is the first foul. This is the 2nd foul to be called against Landon. Pass, Yider, layup, scores. 2 more. He now has 13 points. 49-45, it's a 4-point game, 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Pass is completed to Lauzilio. He loses control. The ball appeared to have been kicked by Bullis. Ball appeared to have been kicked, probably by a Bullis player. And now substitution will happen as player checks out to be replaced by Chaz Harley. And with 2:31 in the quarter, 23 on the shot clock, ball is saved in the front court, although it would be irrelevant for a throw-in. Pass goes inside. Foot. Ball goes for Cockrell, who shoots and scores 2 points. 45-51, Bullis trailed now. 8 points for the senior guard. Vado Morse dribbling the ball. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. He looks for an option. Moves it to his right to Baumgartner. Yider cutting. Ball goes inside for Walker. And an offensive foul against the Bullis big man. It's his second of the game. So the game will stop with 2:02. And Kanan Reynolds will check back into the game. And passing goes back and forth between Ford and Reynolds. Another one to Reynolds. He's being guarded by Walker. Reynolds now backs up, moves to his left hand. 15 on the shot clock, 1 minute 45 on the game clock. Reynolds moves to his left. Now he switches defenders. Back to Walker. Pass is tipped. On the ground. Baumgartner. It's rolled from Baltimore to Baumgartner. Bullis takes it away. 1 minute 30 seconds. Yider almost lost it. He gets pushed down and a foul is now called against Landon. And now this is by Rosilio, guilty of his third foul. Yider did not lose possession cleanly. Pass is completed. Morse finds Baumgartner. Both playing a little out of sync. 1:25 to go. Down by 6. Pass to the corner for Morse for 3. Bang! And now 14 points. Both fans are chanting defense. This is a lot closer game. 51-48. And a timeout now called for 30 seconds by Coach Perkins of Bullis with 1:08 remaining. Bullis trailing Landon 51-48. And we'll be back right after this one.
Well, Doc, what has happened in this game? Well, this has been a game, Ilya, this has been a game of spurts and streaks. And it looks at first like Landon was the dominant team, but then Bullis was able to play some smarter defense, tighten up, get some good shots. And now they're right back in the thick of things. One shot can easily tie the game with 1:08 to go. And they have a whole quarter to go, although Landon will be receiving the opening possession this start of the fourth and final quarter. Well, thanks, Vader. We are back. This is Reynolds. Kanan Reynolds has it. Finds a pass to Antonio Cockrell. Cockrell, where will he go? Inside or outside? He's guarded by Walker. He chooses to go inside for Patterson. Pass tipped away. Out of bounds. Landon ball, 51.8. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And Landon and Bullis chanting, "You're Bullis," and yes, we are. 3 seconds left for Landon to put up a shot. Pass goes inside, it's tipped away. A long shot, desperation heave, and that's a shot clock violation for Landon. 47.4 seconds to go. Bullis will have at least one possession. And the ball will be put inbounds from the sideline because that was where it was when the shot clock was violated. And now Baumgartner and Morse exchanging the ball. This is Baumgartner going to his left now. He passes his man and Cockrell goes up for the shot, misses. Rebound, put back, and a foul. With 33.7 seconds left, Kyrie Walker will go to the line. In the last home game, he missed a lot of free throws, but he hit the ones that mattered, the one that mattered to win the game. How can he do today? He misses the first one, a little bit too short. And Walker will make the second one. 13 points for him. It's a 2-point game. Landon by 2, 51-49.
Just under 30 seconds to go. We currently experience a 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ball's being dribbled out by Kanan Reynolds. He's shifting in place. He finds a man. Daniel Frere. And a foul's called, but no shots. And now substitution coming in. This is Quinn Boyd reporting for the final seconds of the quarter to replace Chaz Harley. The game, or maybe taking the lead should they hit a three-pointer. What a crucial breakdown. Baumgartner has it at the B, 6 seconds to go now, 5. He's being guarded, pass to the corner, for 3 for Morris, off the rim, rebound, up and out by Yider. And that chance to tie went awry, as Landon leads 51-49. As we get set for the final quarter of play. Well, Darth, what do you say?
Well, Bullis fought bravely, but it looks now like I have misjudged Landon. Never underestimate the power of the dark side, as I would like to state. And Landon indeed is the dark side.
Well, thanks, Darth, for the insights. The Landon and Bulls fans trying to say this is our house. And Bullis is reported to the court now. Landon needs to come on, or else the ref can just put the ball on the floor and start the resumption of play procedure. Just count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hand the ball over to the other team. It's allowed in the rules, you know. As Farrell got set to inbound the ball. And yes, we are underway. Kanan Reynolds has the ball. Landon moving left to right. Bullis right to left. Reynolds with a pass complete for Harley. Chaz Harley has it. And a foul is now called. What a surprising call against Bullis. And now Landon gets another chance at 7:50 to go. Harley will inbound the ball. Harley throws it back for Reynolds. Kanan Reynolds has it. Coach Perkins calling out instructions. He was just outside of the boxes. Reynolds keeps the ball. Moves to his left now. 7 minutes, 37 seconds to go. Pass goes in for Patterson. Near the three-point line. Patterson close to guard. Pass. And the shot is offline, but he was fouled. And an illegal use foul against Vado Moses, his 4th of the game. Not a really good thing for Coach Bruce Kelly if one of his top scorers fouls out of this game. And both coaches literally on the court right now. And the shot made. This is now point number 20 for Donnell Frere. Landon now leads by 3 as Colin Lewis is set to check into the game. This shot is good. And now Landon leads both by 4, 53-49, 7:31 remaining. And we're now underway. Pass completed from Baumgartner to Yider. 7 minutes 28. The shot clock is set to end at 7 minutes, unless the shot is taken before then. This is Yider moving to his left. He finds a man in Walker. Kyrie Walker passes to the right to Lewis. Lewis has the ball. Baumgartner looks to get open. Pass goes instead to Walker. Walker goes up. And Bullis wants it to the shot to count. It looked like a charge, but from my angle, but we'll see what the officials decide. Because that was one of the bang ones. And it's a blocking foul called. And that is the fourth foul of the game against Varsity. It wasn't credited as a shooting foul, surprisingly enough. So Yider will have to inbound the ball. Both steal down by 4. Pass goes to the corner. Baumgartner shoots. Misses. Rebound. Recovered. As Patterson has the ball. Patterson has off to Frayer. Landon still by 4. That was a very big break, as it was ruled not to be on the shot. Although the shooter clearly had continuous motion. 6:55 to go. Pass goes to the corner. A long free ball. It is good. It rolls in. Frayer makes it 24 points for him and 7 points for Landon. 56-49 they lead. This is Yider having it. Yider moves to the right and a clear offensive foul. But it's called a block. What a surprise. I'm a ref and I don't like to criticize the officials, but I think this bunch is not very good if they consistently call fouls the other way. The pass is completed from Walker to Yider. Yider has the ball. And ever since Ward started the game, he has not come back. Instead, the ball goes to Baltimore. Baltimore now rolling to his right. Pass for Baumgartner. Baumgartner has it. Being guarded really closely by Frayer. Leaves the ball for Walker. Kyrie Walker tries to go up to Baltimore. 9 on the shot clock. Baltimore goes up into the lane. Hook shot misses. Rebound. Put back by Baumgartner. No good. Look. Varsity finds a man. He has Reynolds. Reynolds now hits Frayer. Now 6 minutes to go. Landon by 7. Pass. Shot. Patterson misses, but a foul is called. And Thomas Baltimore clearly not happy, as Vaughn Moores is set to check back into the game. And the foul now called against Kyrie Walker with 5:55 to go. What Bullis really wants is for Patterson to miss his shots, but he will not miss the first one as he gets his 5th point of the game. Landon 57, Bullis 49. Patterson now fires off his second. He scores 2. It's now 6th point of the game. Landon by 9, 58-49. This is an uncharacteristically weak performance for Bullis. Walker has the ball now, moves up. He is fouled on the way up. It should be a shooting foul. And this is Tejan. And this is Justin Patterson guilty of the foul with his 3rd of the game. Bullis now in the bonus. And the first shot, no good. Kyrie Walker problematic on free throws, and now we will see Chaz Harley checking into the game to replace Dane Camphausen, the 6'6" sophomore forward. And the shot by Walker hits. Yeah. Landon has the ball. Screen set. Reynolds lost possession. Has the ball, now he's being fought for, and now it's tied up with 5:29 to go, and Bullis receives the arrow and the ball. What a big break. They're down now by only 8. 2 threes and a 2 can tie the game. 3 threes can win it. Can give them the lead. Pass is completed for Baumgartner. Has the ball at the B. Now he goes into the lane. Pass outside. Baltimore for 3. Bang! The big man scores from downtown. His first 3 points of the game. It's now a 5-point Landon lead with 5:12 to go. This is Reynolds. Reynolds leaves it back for Cockrell. It's pretty crazy for the big man to make the three, and now the Bulls fans involved chatting defense. Cockrell has to back up. He receives a screen from Patterson. Pass. And a shot. And a blocking foul called. As Chaz Harley goes up for the shot, and Baltimore raising his hands to the sky in absolute disbelief. Now Chaz Harley gets set to take his free throws, and that's the fourth foul against Baltimore. One more and he'll have to leave the game for good, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Kelly put Montari in. And Harley shoots and scores his first one. 59-53, it's a 6-point game. First shot goes in for Harley. And the second shot goes in. He now has 6 points. Pass is now completed. This is Vado Morse. 60-53, it's a 7-point game. Morse gets past his man. Fires off a long two, he scores! 16 points now for Morse. 60-55 as Bose takes a timeout. And both fan sections are clearly getting fired up. As Bulls trails Landon just by 5. 60-55 with 4:43 to go. This game will be a very close one. Should Bulls score a few more baskets, it'll go down to the wire. Still, the defining feature is Landon's crazy comeback in quarter number 2. The big reason why they have the lead now. And Landon now has the ball. This is Chaz Harley. Looks for a man. He finds Kane and Reynolds. 4:40 to go. Landon by 5, 60-55. This is Reynolds now. Crosses the B. Pass is complete to Harley. Chaz Harley has the ball to Patterson. Back for Reynolds. Ball goes in. And Freyer shoots, misses. Rebound tip. Harley has the ball. Harley in the corner now. Looks to set it out for Patterson. And an offensive foul. And Patterson was clearly committed a foul as Walker was right in his way, but still he crashed into him as he released the shot. That's a good call by the officials. 4:15 to go. Baumgartner finds Yider. 60-55, a big break for Bullis. Yider has it. Trying to pivot, find a man. He has one in Walker. Walker now cuts to the basket against 2 plays. Up and under. Misses. Shot. Miss. But a foul is still called with 3:59 to go. 9 fouls committed by Bullis now. 7 fouls committed by Landon. So now it's 8, so Bullis is in the bonus. And Walker has 2 shots with 3:59 to go, so Landon taking time out. Well, Ilya, I won't blame them because with the unnecessary fouls, Landon has started to break down. If Bullis can take advantage of the breakdowns, they have a fighting chance to come back in this game and retake the lead. And if any Bullis fans had lack of faith early in the game, I now find that lack of faith disturbing. Well, thanks, George. And with 3:59, Kyrie Walker will take 2 free throws with a chance to improve Bullis' position this game. He can make it a 3-point game should he make both. First shot, makes it. And Walker with 17 points now. 60-56, this is just a 4-point game right now. Another make will make it a 3-point game, and it is off the back rim. Rebound was recovered by Freyer. Donnell Freyer has it. 60-56, Landon leads. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. 22 on the shot clock. Baumgartner approaches. Freyer calling for his teammates to set a screen. Pass goes up. And a shot by Reynolds scores. It's now a 6-point game again. As Yiter finds a man in Morse. Morse clearly looks like he doesn't have a spring in his step. But he finds a man in Yiter nonetheless. Yiter for Morse. Morse looks for an option. He receives the screen from Walker. Pass across. Baltimore, another big man. 3, no good off the back rim. Cannon Reynolds has the ball. 3:15 to go. This is a 6-point game. 62-56 for Landon. Ball now taken by Freyer. Donnell Freyer looks to pass inside. Auxiliary goes up against Baltimore. He shoots. He misses. Rebound recovered by Walker now. Pass goes over to Baumgartner. Baumgartner has it. He crosses the timeline. He's now facing up against Freyer. He moves from his left to his right, back to his left. What a move. He goes up for the shot. He scores! Hoppy Baumgartner puts up his first 2 points of the game in a big spot. 62-58 Landon. Ball is now controlled by Freyer and Landon. Auxiliary comes up to set the screen. This is Freyer. And then he's batted away. Out of bounds. Still, Bullis. Landon has the ball. 1:15 on the shot clock. 2:26 on the game clock. Just half a possession. They need to get something up quickly. And they have to cross the timeline again. Pass is complete. This is Reynolds. In for Freyer. Freyer finds Cockrell at the 3-point line. 6 now, 5 on the shot clock. Pass to the corner. The shot. Auxiliary misses. Yiter has it now. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. This is a very close game now. A 4-point game. Walker has it. Pass across from Morse. He secures the ball. 2 minutes now. Exactly. Landon by 4. Vado Morse starts his dribble. Passes over for Baumgartner. Back to Morse. Morse goes up. To Walker for the dunk. He scores. That was a 2-point game. With 1 minute 48 seconds to go. 62-60. Freyer found Reynolds. Reynolds being hemmed in the corner by Morse. Where's he going to go? He's closely guarded. He's on the dribble. He moves now to his right. 15 on the shot clock. Reynolds up and under. Move. Miss. Rebound recovered by Auxiliary. It's taken away though. Bravo. And it's Walker going the other way. He's fouled. No shot. Because it occurred before the foul. Still, it has to be 1 and 1. 1 and 1. And if Walker can make the shot and make the next, he tied the game. As Justin Patterson, my friend, has just fouled out for Landon. It's a 2-point game. The Landon fans and both fans are shouting. One more, and it's the double bonus. As Walker will hit the shot. You can hear these fans go crazy right now. As Walker now records his 20th point of the game. Can he make it 21 and tie it up? Yes, sir, he can! And with 1:22 remaining, we are tied! 1:16 to go, 62 points, and now Bullis takes a timeout. Landon takes a timeout with 1:15 to go. What an amazing turnaround we have seen here. Yes, Ilya, of course. Landon, they started off strong, but then they ended up fouling. And then Bullis started forcing the turnovers. And because of that, they've gotten back into this game. And it will certainly not be a surprise if this game will require overtime. Well, thank you, George. And Landon will have to manage this possession very smartly. 1:15 on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. They need a quick score and to play good defense if they want to close Bullis out of the game. And the Bullis players now report back to the floor. Bulls fans chanting, we don't mess around, as the Landon team comes to take the court with 1:15 remaining. The game is tied at 62 apiece. At one time we thought it would be a humdrum one way. At another time we thought we would be a blowout the other way. But we are now tied in the last minute of play. Kanan Reynolds has the ball. 1:05 to go. He goes to his right now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ball now in the hands of Harley. Harley passes this is blocked. It's taken the other way. Kyrie Walker and company. Pass up. A lob. The shot. The score! The score! 30 seconds to go. And Walker with a point to give Bullis the lead. With 42 seconds, this place has gotten loud and real. And the shot. And the foul. It goes in. And this game is now tied with 37.9 seconds. Landon and Cockrell have a perfect chance to take a 1-point lead right now. As he made the layup with the foul. 37.9 seconds. So Bullis has one possession. They can work the clock and try to get the lead back. As Cockrell will make the free throw, leading to some cheers from the Landon fans. Now Bulls will have to manage this possession very smartly. It's a 1-point game, 65-64. Pass on the inbound is completed from Baumgartner to Morse. 35 seconds to go. Morse has it. He crosses the B. 30 seconds. Pass goes into Yider. Walker has it. Into Baltimore. This is just a 2-point game. Shot long by Morse is good. Bang, he scores. 20 seconds. 67-65. Scream your hearts out, Bulls fans. They are up by 2. And a pass. Rozier offense that punch. And 6.8 seconds. His bid goes out of bounds. Julian Rozier was open, but his shot made an unlucky bounce off the rim with 6.8 seconds to go. Bulls has possession. Landon is in the double bonus. Bulls is in the bonus. 6.8 seconds. Any foul now will give 2 shots to Bulls and a perfect chance to put the game away. Should the Bulls player affected hit both free throws? Yes. Is that right, Josh? Yes. Should Bullis be able to make a quick inbound and hit their free throws, we can say that this game will probably be over. Well, thanks a lot, Josh. The Bulls fans chanting, I believe that we will win. 6.8 seconds left. Bulls up by 2, 67-65. What a game it has been. Landon taking a timeout. Ball fans chanting an encouragement of their teams. As Bullis' 5 coming out to face the 5 of Landon. Rosilio had a very good chance to get his team to lead, but just an unlucky bounce to hit the support. Pass is complete for Baumgartner. Baumgartner finds Morse, and Morse is immediately fouled by Reynolds. Both teams have a double bonus, so Morse will get 2 shots. He can make it 20 and 21 with these shots with 5.8 seconds to go. Second foul by Reynolds. And Morse will score the first one. He gets the friendly roll. He now has 20 points. Bulls leads by 3, 68-65. As 2 substitutes for Landon report. Those are Boyd and Cockrell. Bullis alluding to the results of the Landon Bulls football game in which Bullis won convincingly. 5.8 seconds to go. Vado Morse, the final free throw with 5.8 seconds. Off the rim, Baumgartner has it. He's immediately fouled with 4.5 seconds to go. And it's an illegal use of hands foul this time, and it's the first foul by Quinn Boyd. Should Baumgartner make both, the game will be out of reach. And Baumgartner misses the first, an unlucky roll. It's not 1-1, folks. So Ford a little bit too eager to get that ball. Baumgartner tries for the free throw now, and he will not hit the second. Walker comes up with the ball. It's a held ball. 3.3 seconds left. A 3-point game. If Landon gets a quick inbound, a timeout taken by Landon. If they get a quick inbound and they can make the 3-point shot some way, we're going to overtime. What a game. Yes, indeed. It appears that both teams have sensed a disturbance in the force from both teams as they were able to muster up their strength, play good offense, play good defense, and Bullis has looked like the stronger team late in the game. They've been able to make their shots, play good defense, and draw the fouls, and that's why they're in the position that they are. 3.3 seconds away from winning this one. Well, thank you, Darth. These Landon supporters are making the stands rumble underneath them. Probably only to be matched in their intensity by the Bulls supporters. 3.3 seconds remain. The Bulls players now hit the court. As Colin Lewis heads out, along with the Bulls starters for crunch time. Dana Camphausen, Tejon Ford, Quinn Boyd, Kanan Reynolds, and Dono Freyer are in to enter the game. Camphausen inbounds the ball. It's complete. A shot is offline, and Bulls win. Bulls win 68-65. What an unbelievable finish. I thought that at one point Bullis was going to blow the doors off Landon. Then Landon came back. I thought they were going to blow the doors off Bullis, but Bullis were able to fight and claw their way to victory in this rivalry game. What a performance by the Bulldogs tonight. And with these words, I'm Ilya Zhutomirski and Darth Vader on behalf of the Bulls Sports Network saying good night, and until we meet again for another edition of Bulls Basketball here on the Bulls Sports Network, brought to you by the Cube. Good night.